For many, a trip to France may include staying in a charming country house, visiting a vineyard, or strolling local markets and medieval villages. Students enrolled in the Field Studies course, French Country Cooking, experience all of that and learn to prepare local specialties, cooking alongside a French chef while earning credit.
The Culinary and Hospitality program at the College of DuPage offers a trip called French Country Cooking, and it goes from July 29th to August 4th, 2012. The trip is really a snapshot, a view into the life of France. One of the things that I really love about this trip is that people get to live like the French do for 7 days. It's really fantastic. We do all kinds of really interesting things. We go to a faience shop, which is porcelain making. We go to markets. We go to some upscale restaurants for dinner. We even have an optional cheese tunnel excursion. So it's really, really marvelous. One of the questions I always get right up front is, do you have to be a College of DuPage student to go? And the answer is no. In fact, a lot of people go on this trip that are community members, and they're not College of DuPage students, so that is not a problem at all. What we do for the trip is we meet at Saint-Exupéry Airport in Lyon, France on Sunday the 29th, and the bus leaves the airport at approximately 3 o'clock in the afternoon or so, and we all travel together to the Villa Beaulieu. The Villa Beaulieu is a beautiful, charming 19th century house which is located in Riorges, France. We visit markets while we're on this tour. We visit an indoor market, and we also visit a couple of outdoor markets. These markets have been going in the areas that we go to for literally hundreds and hundreds of years. So it's really cool to see something that's been happening like this for hundreds of years. We visit Omri. They are a pottery shop, and so what they do is they actually make culinary cookware. We visit where they actually produce all of the culinary cookware in Marcigny, France. Another place we visit is Leclerc and Lardin. They make faience, which is a very beautiful high-end porcelain pottery. J. Leblanc is a traditional oil pressing workshop. In fact, there's a limestone wheel in use to crush the nuts and olives and pistachios and almonds and everything they make. There's a limestone wheel in there that has been going around in the same little turntable since 1875. And so they're still producing nut oils just like they did hundreds of years ago. We have an optional wine tasting course as part of the trip. We also have an optional cheese tunnel course as part of the trip. The cheese tunnel is really cool. There was a train tunnel that used to go through one of the hillsides about 20 minutes or so away from where we stay, and it closed down. And so a company converted it into a cheese ripening room. And so it's 500 feet long, and it is loaded with thousands and thousands and thousands of cheeses that they're ripening. And so that's an optional excursion that we do, and I think that's one of the coolest things that we see all week long. Part of the trip, we cook with a professional French chef, and so there are 4 half days of cooking with the chef. And so what we do is all of us prepare or help prepare the meal for the evening as part of our cooking lessons. So it's a very, very interesting day. We go to lunch at Chateau Chanlon as part of this trip. Chateau Chanlon is a beautiful old castle, and we have a meal that in my opinion is second to none. It's fantastic. We have matched wines. We have about 5 or 6 courses. We're there all afternoon. It's an experience that people never forget. On the last day of the trip, we visit Old Lyon, which is known as The Lyon in French. In this area of town, there are many, many restaurants. There's a basilica, there's a cathedral, and there is a beautiful Gallo-Roman theater, the ruins of it. In fact, they still have plays there today, and you can sit where people have sat for hundreds and hundreds of years. And so it's really something that a lot of people never forget. When we go on this trip, I think that something that's really, really fantastic in my mind is that you get an overall impression of the French people, the French culture, the way of eating, how they live, the newspapers they read, the kind of food they eat, how they live from day to day to day. I think that's something that a lot of people tell me about when they come home. They say, you know, that was fantastic. I really got a sense of who the French people are after this trip.